Matty.
We're joined on the line by a man who knows what to do with money. He is the host of This Is Money podcast, author of Sort Your Money Out and Get Invested. He's a local coastie. It is Glen James. Hello, Glenn.
Hey, mate, how are you?
We're really good, buddy. Okay, I'm terrible with money and I always have been. I don't know
me
about you.
too,
Are you the same,
Maddie?
Gina?
And
Yeah.
usually in a relationship, one is the gun at it and the other one's not.
Yeah,
So, but
thank God Bella's that for me.
yeah,
Is Rod that for you?
neither of us.
Okay.
Well, Glenn, you'll love it. I'm becoming that. I'm learning at this age at last how to be a lot better at it. But yeah, wish I knew a lot of this. I wish I met you a long time ago, Glenn. Let's put it that way.
So we thought we'd get you on and have a bit of a chat. Like, it's the beginning of the year. Everyone's setting up themselves with budgets and maybe, doing a bit of accounting work is like where we're going to put our money this year. Some ways that we could very easily save some coin, because that's where I always struggle.
Yeah, well, I think in this current climate, it is so tight out there. And you've got to remember, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we weren't having these problems, so we didn't have to be as dialed into our money. But the first thing I always say to people is, let's look at what we can absolutely control day on day. Now, one of the first things that you can control, which I do this myself, is just the basic fuel apps.
Yeah.
Before I fuel up, get the fuel app up, see the cheapest. I've saved up to $25 a tank.
Are you
just
kidding?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
So that's the first thing. Control what you can control. Have you reviewed your energy plan? Some households are paying $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month for energy.
Yeah.
Just have a look. And it's all about paying attention, basically. I'm similar to the fitness coach. We all know how to lose weight, exercise, eat well. It's doing it is the other part. So my encouragement to people this morning is, can you think about one thing in your financial life or your budget? And if you don't have a budget, well, maybe we need to venture down that road. But can you think of one thing that we can review this week?
Yeah,
it's a good
and it's
tip.
interesting, Glenn, because my husband and I have just been through this, and like a few months ago, we sat down and went through all of those just automated payments that come out for. We'd even forgotten what some of them were, and it was $5 here, $8 there, $30 there, $350 a month. We started saving.
that's great.
That's a car payment basically, and that was great just to do that. And just yesterday, I was telling these guys before you came on air how I was adulting yesterday, and we changed over to a different electricity company, and I'm saving $200 a month with just by shopping around and changing it. And it's those little things, because often you think, it's only $5 or it's only, $50 a week, and it feels like it's nothing. But when you add all those things up, every little bit added up, it adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, and even like it compounds. And, a lot of your listeners might be out on the road, they live in their car in their office. Can they go, look, I'm going to maybe 1 or 2 days a week bring my own lunch to work?
Yeah.
I know that's a crazy idea, but it's so crazy how much it adds up. And as you said, the year has started now. We're into past Valentine's Day. By this date, yesterday, most people's New Year's resolutions have gone.
Oh, yeah.
So let's remind everyone, we're doing better with money. We're not using credit cards. We're cutting them up. We are paying attention. This is a novel idea. You have to focus on where you want results. You get results with what you focus on.
That's where the big companies kind of get you, like the banks, the telcos, the energy providers, because it's like, it's too much hassle. I can't be bothered. Like, I'm not going to change. Was it an easy process to change?
So easy.
Yeah.
So easy, because the old electricity company takes care of it. I didn't have to do anything. They do it. They contact the other one, the new one that contacts the old one. And it was so easy to do it. I couldn't believe it.
Glenn, thanks for joining us this morning, mate. The podcast is This Is Money. We might get you back next week or in a couple of weeks. I'd love to chat to you about investing, and also for kids. Like, there's so many of my mates are like getting these apps where they're putting a little bit of money aside for their kids, and that just confuses the hell out of me. But if we can maybe break that down with you, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to.
I've got lots of questions too, Glenn. I'd love more.
Yeah.
More Glenn, please.
Thanks for having me. And for those who may not have heard of the podcast, This Is Money, it was formerly My Millennial Money. I've just changed the name and rebranded. so we can help more people.
Love
accessibility. That's what it's all about, Glenn.
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.